and for 1WRESTLING.com. This is Bill Apter, and today my guest is none other than the new heavyweight champion of TNA, Mr.
That's what I get. That's it. Just
well, you're the new
Mr.
No.
Mr. Try it.
Mr.
Just Mr. Anderson.
Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations on your victory for the World Heavyweight Championship. Although it was clouded in a bit of controversy,
Clouded?
you have to.
What?
It was clouded in controversy.
Going which way?
Matt Morgan interfering. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on there.
Have you been watching for a while?
Yes, of course.
Immoral, getting involved in every way, shape, and form in every single
Yes,
match.
I have.
So we just paid him back. And besides, I didn't get the 1, 2, 3 until way after Matt Morgan was already gone. Okay. That's way after he was gone.
That's fair enough. Now, you've also made some recent comments, and sir, if you wouldn't mind coming in close on Mr. Anderson here, you made some recent comments about this belt not being very complimentary to this belt. Kind of like making it like a joke or something.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a joke.
Demeaning,
I wouldn't say it's a joke because it is the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
But it's not the... It's Jeff Hardy's version of the...
Would you show that to the camera, please?
No, I don't know if you might break the camera, actually, if you zoom in there.
Can you see that okay, sir?
Oh, I see crack forming. Oh, I better pull it away because I don't want,
Right, but this...
ruin the interview here.
What exactly does this victory mean to you?
Well, it's 11 years in the making, Bill. 11 years. I've gone up and down the highways and byways, and I've been a few places and wrestled a few people, and some trials and tribulations, and boom, here I am, and love it here.
Well, what I thought we'd do is do a little scouting report here, take some of the top contenders, and ask you how you would handle these contenders. Sort of like a scouting report. Okay, so let's start off with Rob Van Dam. I mean, this man can do it all. He can wrestle on the mat. He can fly. He can do a little bit of everything. How would you wrestle him?
I would take out his legs.
Take out his legs?
Take out his legs.
Okay,
man.
ground him.
Yeah, you can't fly. You can't do his kicks. I mean, that's basically almost 100% of his offense.
Okay.
It's all of his kicks, his flippy stuff.
All right, that's how you'd beat RVD. What about the, what we'll call him the giant Matt Morgan?
I'd take out his legs.
Another guy you take out his legs.
Why not?
Right.
Chop down that big tree, that big redwood. Boom. Bring it onto the mat.
Look at former champion Jeff Hardy.
I would take a slightly different route. I would actually pick his leg, and I would go after his leg because he does a lot of flying.
So that's like 3 opponents in a row that you would.
You noticing a pattern here?
Yeah, the leg attack. All right, so now
Arn Anderson was one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yes, I know that. How would you have wrestled him?
I would have picked his leg.
That's what I thought he was going to say. All right, let's look at a guy who doesn't do a lot of flying, Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, how would you wrestle him?
Him, just ground and pound as much as I could. But he's got this whole MMA thing going on now. He's kind of he's a shoot fighter. He's a shooter. He's a hooker.
Yes.
So, well, I don't know. I might need some help there.
So what would you do to prepare for this?
Watch a lot of tape.
Okay.
I'd study a lot of tape.
Okay.
I'd watch Hoist Gracie.
Okay.
Because there was a guy. Nobody's better than Hoist Gracie. Nobody has been. Not in my opinion. Has anybody else been forcefully retired from the UFC?
Not that I can think of. Dan Severn's on the way, though.
Nobody was forcibly retired, though,
Okay.
like that guy was.
All right, that's true. What about another man who's tried to make his mark and may continue trying to make a mark eventually in MMA? We're talking about Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, well, I mean, you've seen the matches that I've had with Kurt Angle, and I have to say that the match that I had with Kurt at Lockdown was by far it is my favorite match of my entire career.
So he's a major threat to your title.
Absolutely, and but at the same time, we know each other pretty well after having spent some time with each other earlier in the year, or earlier last year. So again, just have to go back to the drawing board with him. It's he's so versatile
and very unpredictable too. You could actually lose the title at any time.
He can fly. He can ground and pound. He can do mat work.
He's a top contender. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So now Jeff Hardy's brother, as you know, Matt Hardy, made his debut recently in TNA, and he's trying to climb the TNA rankings and the ladder to get a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion. What about Matt Hardy? How would you fight him?
Well, Matt Hardy, I said Kurt Angle was my favorite match my entire career. My second favorite match was against Matt Hardy, and it's on his DVD, one of his DVDs. And
now, this could be a different Matt Hardy. Could be a different Matt Hardy than you saw in WWE, of course.
Well, I don't think he's changed that much.
Okay, let's go on to from England. Douglas Williams,
Doug
you know. Yeah, Doug Williams, as you know, has been with the X Championship and the X Division title, and but I saw him wrestle so many times in England. He could step up and get a shot at that title as well.
The first time I ever saw Doug Williams wrestle was a 4-way for ROH, and he did such an amazing job. I became such a fan of his, and he's another guy that's very versatile. I'd just punch him right in the mouth. That's what I'm doing.
That's it. That's how you get rid of him. So you don't have to deal with his scientific wrestling skills. Okay, that would work. Two more guys. AJ Styles.
Clip his leg.
His leg. Okay, we're back to that. And what about the very unethical, you never know what to expect from him, and he was on top of TNA for so many years, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
You talk about
Joe's
a guy
that
that shoot fight.
Yeah, and hard hitter too.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to be in the ring with Joe enough, and the thing about Joe is that he looks like he's very like when he hits, it looks like on TV when he hits somebody, he's hitting them very hard.
Yeah, really solid.
You got to double that when you're actually in there with him.
Right, right.
He's a tough one. So.
All right. So before we leave, look out in the camera there, and what would you like to say to Mr. Anderson's fans, or some of the people that may not be supporting you? Well, we can't say that. You want to get a shot at that shirt there? Yeah.
To all my bulls.
To all. Okay. What would you like to say?
Well, thank you, and to all the people who don't support me, thank you, because that drives me. So that's always driven me, and it will continue to drive me. So.
What do you say your legacy as World Heavyweight Champion will be in the history books?
You know what? I don't know. I've always been a guy that I think, I do talk a lot, but I think at this point, when you're talking about this thing, actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
So